So cute. It's perfect. You're perfect. They here already? You're like 30 minutes early. Why are they? What?
It's okay. It's okay. Just rest here. I've got you. Because I'm perfect. How did you not notice that?
Hey, excuse me.
Oh, so Mr. Perfect can help her out, of course.
My wife is in the 3rd trimester of a high-risk pregnancy.
What hours do you normally work?
9 to 6, typically.
This court will not demand 1 minute more of your time than that. The fact that you don't want to be here is exactly what makes you the perfect group to adjudicate this case.
Please elaborate on that logic, because I think it's bullshit. They will do everything they can to get out of there as fast as they can. Not even bother with the details of the case.
You read anything about this case?
No, today's the first I've heard about it.
I think you'll make a perfectly acceptable member of this jury.
Please enter Justin Kemp as juror number 2.
I got picked.
No.
They probably wouldn't have picked him at all if he hadn't mentioned his child. Scumbags.
1 year ago, on October 25th, the defendant, James Scythe, and his then girlfriend, Kendall Carter, went drinking at Rowdy's Hideaway on Old Quarry Road.
What the hell? He's here too? Did he kill the person? Maybe it was an accident? Accidentally run her over or something? And then they just blamed this other guy.
She was done with him, so she left and headed down the road on foot.
And that's where you ran her over. You asshole. You're not Mr. Perfect at all. There you go.
Damn, man. You all right?
He's pregnant, dude.
Hey, you were quiet tonight.
Yeah, a lot on my mind.
Yeah, I can tell.
He's pregnant. How many more times do I have to say it? Give him some space. I wonder what's even supposed to happen now. We're just watching the trial and in the end he has to make the decision. Will I speak up or not? Would be a bit simple. If it's just that, for the next 90 minutes.
That night, she came in trying to talk to him, like, seriously.
Bury your face, dude. Pretend to make notes.
I was at the bar till close. I didn't see either one of them come back in. And then the next day, I opened and I did what I always do. I took the night's trash out to the dumpster.
Yes, very interesting. But do you recognize anyone in the jury?
When you found Kendall Carter, she was dead?
Her head was in a pool of blood.
How do you know it was blood? Are you a doctor, sir? No, you're not? Then shut the fuck up.
Is it possible that she sustained her head injuries from hitting the rocks?
Possible, sure, but in my professional opinion.
What about his car, actually? It must have been damaged. Someone must have noticed? His wife? Did he just tell her he hit a deer?
Anything unusual happening that evening?
I saw a man get out of his car in a storm. Went to the window, lightning lit up the sky.
What was he doing?
He looked around, he went over to the...
Bury your face, dude. It's time.
Is that man you saw that night here in the courtroom today? Can you point him out?
I need a lawyer.
Okay, give me $1.
Got out the car and I looked around. I checked. I didn't see anything, and I figured it was a deer. Maybe I didn't hit a deer. I don't know what to do.
I'm afraid now I need more than just $1.
With your prior DUIs and the fact that you were at a bar gives the state reason to charge you with first-degree vehicular homicide or even felony murder. If you were to come forward right now, you would be completely screwed.
That's it?
He's just laying out the facts. It's your choice. Mr. Perfect.
I'd really like to throw my name into the ring to be the forewoman. I've served on multiple juries. I know the ropes.
Now it's going to turn into reverse 12 Angry Men, huh? He has to convince them he's guilty, which is going to look suspicious eventually, because surely he wants to get back home to his wife, right?
I definitely think that he did it.
Definitely, I agree.
Everything fits together.
Oh, never mind, they all think he did it? What? Why are they all so convinced? There isn't proof of anything.
What's it gonna be? Whether it's a what?
But now, of course, Mr. Perfect will try to convince them he's not guilty.
Don't you want to get home to your pregnant wife?
Of course I do.
There it is already. They bring it up.
32% of homicides occur between domestic partners.
You watch too much TV, old man. You're a cop.
I was. 22 years, robbery, homicide.
Why does he have the badge on him? Did he bring it just to prove his point?
What about this blunt instrument murder weapon they kept talking about?
Prosecutor said they couldn't recover it.
Or he could have killed her with something other than a blunt instrument.
Like a
what?
car?
Like a car?
Really good theory. Hit and run.
Yeah.
I mean, it's raining, it's night, visibility's got to be terrible.
He doesn't even have to do any convincing. They're going to solve the case anyway.
I was hoping you could do me a solid.
Is he going to investigate the case even outside the jury meeting? What the hell? He actually followed him? He's going to recognize your car later on, dude. You fucked up.
The jury's taking a little time. Gives me hope that things are working the way they should. To the justice system. It ain't perfect, but it's the best we got.
Yeah, and please don't try to reform it. Let's just agree it's the best we have right now, and that will have to do for all time.
Hey.
Hey.
Why'd you follow me after court on Friday?
He already knows.
There's only going to be a very specific kind of damage with this kind of hit and run. Narrowed down to 15 vehicles that match that description on this list. One of which, by the way, a 96 Toyota 4Runner. It's the exact same car as yours, right?
The coincidence. Good work. Maybe we should investigate this together from now on, huh?
Only so many hours in the day, and we got to spend most of them here. So you want to help me with the legwork and see if we can find our guy?
Yeah, you're reaching, but...
Thanks.
Let's go.
God damn it.
His one and only trick. Letting things fall to the ground.
I upheld the oath I took as a police officer to never betray my character, my integrity, or the public trust.
Do you still have to follow that oath after quitting the job?
You are hereby removed from jury service.
You got this case all wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a hit and run.
We did our job.
All due respect, counselor, if you'd have done your job, I don't think we'd be standing here right now.
Are you a doctor?
Not yet. Third-year med student.
I think we should leave that to the professionals, the medical examiner who, examined the body.
Doctors can be careless. One time they told my dad he was having a heart attack. Turned out it was just gas.
And one day later, when he thought he had gas, he had a heart attack.
I watch and listen to a lot of true crime, and the first rule is the husband did it.
You agree that he's guilty, right?
He is the perfect suspect.
All right, thank you.
The second rule of true crime is that it's never the perfect suspect.
What? That's just contradicting rule number one.
I fell asleep on Highway 17 and woke up in a ditch. Thank God the hospital was closed.
Thanks for your time.
Yep.
I find this a bit hard to believe that she's walking around now, questioning people, while at the same time she's campaigning for some office. Feels like she should have other things on her mind. Has she completely abandoned her car now? Or is she just pretending to be the victim, walking down the road? That roleplay almost turned real.
Police come by, showed me a picture, asked me if he was a man. He just needed me to confirm it. I was happy to do so. Everyone was so generous. Felt pretty good to be needed again.
You're actually stupid for telling her all that.
He did kill that girl, right?
Oh my God, what have I done?
I'm not changing my vote.
Neither am I.
There's one thing we could try.
Kill each other?
Sending a jury to visit a crime scene. You are not to speak to anyone outside of your jury panel, and you are not to collect evidence of any kind.
What if I see a beautiful flower? Can't I pick it?
So on October 25th last year, did you own a 1996 green Toyota?
Look behind you, there's a nice photo.
How was your car damaged?
My husband Justin hit a deer.
You want me to do anything before I go?
No.
Okay, well, I'll just see myself out.
I'll
No,
get
you stay
you.
there.
You didn't see the photo.
Prosecutor from your trial just interrogated me in her living room.
What'd you tell her?
The truth, that you hit a deer up on Brimstone Pass.
Good. Excellent.
What the hell's going on?
I need to see him.
Why?
I need him to look me in the eye and tell me he didn't do it.
What is this? She needs him to say it? Face to face? He pretty much did that in court already.
Biggest regret of my life is that I didn't go after Kendall in my car that night. Because if I did, Kenny would still be alive.
Or maybe you would have killed her then. Who knows? Life's funny like that. That's life, laughing. Too bad he's not allowed to talk to her.
You haven't been fine since the start. The day you got in the jury, you were puking in the bathroom. All the
He's
stuff with Flower
pregnant.
Man Cobb and those papers. James Scythe picked up one of these rocks.
You're not supposed to touch anything. Throw him off the jury.
This trial ends in only two ways, either with conviction or a hung jury.
All right, is everybody ready to head home?
He will probably come forward, huh? He can't handle his conscience.
We, the jury, find the defendant, James Michael Scythe, guilty of count 1 malice murder.
I guess he did handle his conscience. I feel like there was a bit of a jump now, though.
Will the defendant please stand for sentencing? Life in prison without the possibility of parole.
How suspicious. Why would he be here? Shouldn't he be with his baby? Let's investigate.
My husband Justin hit a
My
deer.
wife is in a high-risk pregnancy.
Now it all comes to her. Now she's going to talk to him for 2-3 minutes and then she's going to be convinced it was him.
Sometimes you try and do the right thing only to realize you got it all wrong. When you figure things out, you realize the guy you're after isn't some psycho. He's just a regular guy.
What if it was an accident?
It's just no accident.
It's impossible to prove either way. Just like him not realizing at the time that he hit someone with his car. Just have to trust him.
Why would I do that?
Because he's a good person. He's caught in terrible circumstances.
Dude, this is bad. She was pretty much convinced it was him before she even talked to him, which is why they dance around this topic now.
If you keep going with this, the press will eat you alive. This case will follow you forever. In the meantime, a criminal goes back on the street, and a good man and his family will be just destroyed.
He pretty much confessed even. What the hell is that? Why would he have risked that?
Good morning.
Yeah. There.
Support the head, dude.
Yeah, you're doing good.
What was that now? Did she just come here to look him in the eye? Like she did with the other guy in prison? But wasn't she already convinced it was him when they talked? I was under the impression she was. But she didn't come with cops either, so she didn't come to arrest him. So that whole ambiguity goes right down the drain.